This is a really important video around money. And if you are someone who has found it hard to be getting ahead in terms of your finances, I'm going to be speaking about some things that I think will really help you. And it won't be coming from a place of, it'll be coming from a place of being in a position where not too long ago, I was living in my mom's garage. And no matter what happened, I was a personal trainer, for those of you who might know, for 6 years. And no matter how many clients that I got, as my business increased, my bank account always remains the same. It would fluctuate. It was like a thermostat, that if I earned too much money to my brain, right, what my brain was saying was too much money, I would find a way to self-sabotage my income and always come back to a default amount, which was usually just below $1,000. For 6 years, it always happened. Like, I'd get a lot of clients and income would increase, and then it'd come back to the default bank account around just less than $1,000. It was really interesting to see that. And shit got really hard when I moved over to Bali. Some of you might know this story. I moved over here 2 years ago with less than $900 in my bank account, hardly earning any money on YouTube and struggling. And what I realized is that I started to think about this idea. Is making money hard to make that creates the belief that money is hard to make? Or is it my belief about money being hard to make that makes money being hard to make? I'm gonna say this again because it might be a little bit confusing. Is making money hard to make, or is it my belief around making money being hard to make that makes it hard to make? You see, our beliefs distort our perception of reality to conform to what we believe. We all have a self-image. If my self-image is I am someone that has this much money in my bank account, or I am someone that earns $40,000 a year, my reality is going to conform to who I believe I am. If you believe that you are someone who earns a certain amount of money, your reality will conform to who you believe you are. Your reality conforms to your self-image, and your reality conforms to your beliefs around money in the first place, and also the vibration that you are emitting out. You see, everything is just a makeup of vibration traveling at different speeds. This hat, this nose, these teeth, that whiteboard in the background that looks very dirty. It's not actually that dirty, by the way. Actually, it is pretty dirty. I need to clean that. But everything is just a makeup of vibration. And if we are in this lack mentality, there's never enough. When you pay for something, if you can become very very aware of the way that you are being around spending money towards bills, towards buying that cup of coffee, towards buying groceries, if you are paying from the vibration of, shit, now I'm missing out, compared to being grateful for the bills, being grateful that you have money to pay for those bills, being grateful that you have money to be able to pay for that coffee, even though there might be $10, $20, $300, whatever it is that's in your bank account right now. It's all about the vibration. It's all about the beliefs about who you believe you are. And it's so important that we have rituals every single day that allows us to deprogram our old program of thinking that this is who I am, and reconditioning new beliefs, whether that be through meditation. It's one of the most powerful things that I do every single day when I'm meditating. And meditating, I'm not talking about just quieting my mind. There's different forms of meditation. I go into what I call transformation meditation. And this is something that I teach in my Deep End program, where I give my clients audios that they can listen to, where, yes, it's so important. I do this as well, where I'm meditating purely just to clear my mind, to become aware of the person being aware of my thoughts, right? So one form of meditation, I will sit down, I will quiet my mind, and I'll look at, there's two levels of this. I will look at my thoughts, and then, so I'm becoming aware of my thoughts and emotions popping up. And I'm also, the second level deep is I'm becoming aware of the person being aware of the thoughts and emotions popping up. And then there's what I teach in my Deep End program, which is transformation meditation, where you're getting into a place of totally disconnecting from your body. Totally disconnecting about all the thoughts, all the beliefs around who you believe you are, becoming nothing, which is becoming everything, and you're connecting to something called a quantum field where all possibilities exist. And then from this place, when you can get to the point where you're in this space of consciousness, or non-consciousness really, and then you get to a place where you can imagine every single cent in your bank account, when you can imagine your future vision and you can feel as if your future vision and your future self is in your current reality right now, then what happens is your brain starts to reprogram. You start to act as if you are that person. And you're not even acting, you are being that person. So if you were someone that is struggling with money right now, I just wanted to pop in for this really important conversation around becoming aware of your relationship towards money. And your relationship with money, the way that I define it, is your thoughts and feelings before, during, and after you earn, you spend, or you invest money. Your relationship with money is just your thoughts and feelings before, during, and after you earn, you spend, or you invest money. If before you pay for a bill, your thoughts and feelings are, shit, I shouldn't be paying for this. Maybe there's guilt, maybe there's shame, maybe there's this feeling of not having enough, then what's going to happen is you're going to attract more of not being enough. If you can start to be grateful for the money that is in your bank account before it's actually in the physical reality, watch what happens. Money will come in unexpected ways. So this was inspired because I've been on a lot of conversations recently for people wanting to join the Deep End program. And there's been a lot of people saying that, I just don't know if I can afford this. I don't know if I can do this. And I have compassion because I was in that space before. And this quote really changed me in so many ways. Tony Robbins says that there's no such thing as a lack of resources. There's only such thing as a lack of resourcefulness. That if someone is committed enough, if they're creative enough, if they're willing enough to find a way out of no way, they'll find a way to get money. If someone said, hey Matt, I just want you to earn $10,000 by tomorrow just because. I just want you to earn $10,000 just because. Could I do it? Hell yes. What's my level of motivation to do that right now just because? Probably at a 4 out of 10. There's not that desire there. The resources are available for me to earn that much money. However, if someone then says, hey Matt, I've got your dog Hades here, and Hades is going to die by tomorrow at 2 p.m. if you don't have $10,000 in your bank accounts. I'm gonna find a way to do that. And the only difference was that I found a reason to get more resourceful. There was a time where I had a program that helped me create my coaching business that allowed me to be living here in Bali. And that program was $6,700. I had $300 in my account at that time. And I said to the dude, look, I don't have any money right now. I have hardly any money, but I'm gonna give you $100 just to show myself that I'm committed to this, because I know that if I say I'm gonna think about it, then my mind will trick me. The illusionist, the ego will trick me into not doing it. So I'm just gonna commit. I'm gonna burn the boats behind me and I'm gonna go for what I want. So here's $100, 1/3 of what I have. A week and a half or 2 weeks after that, I found a way to get half of that income, half of that $6,700 to get into that program. And that program changed my whole entire life. Carl Cease says that the mind can only see what you're going to lose, it can never see what you're going to gain. Some of you right now, if you were to just get a coach, join a program, do something that could change your whole entire life by investing a certain amount of money into that program, it will change everything. But the mind can only see that, well, if I do this, I'm gonna lose this much money, not knowing that what you're going to gain out of that is a total transformation around who you are being, the vibration that you're emitting out. And when you change who you are being, you were changing what you were doing in your everyday reality. And when you change who you were being and you change what you were doing, what you have in your reality changes as a byproduct. So I really hope that this video helped you out. There was no real structure to this. I just hit record and went, and I really hope that whatever it is that came out really helped you out. So if it did, please leave me a comment and let me know what was most helpful. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, put your notifications on, and until I see you all in the very next video, remember to love all living beings, and most importantly, love thyself.